Well, we're missing Holly this morning. She is out playing investigative reporter.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
This is so interesting. Yes, Linda, this has your name all over it. She's working with Ringling College to uncover new leads on 7 active missing person cases. She joins us now live to explain how Ringling College is combining fine arts and forensics. Good morning, Holly.
Hey, good morning. I know this is something that is kind of interesting, kind of cool, but very important. So I'm with Joe Mullins, forensic artist. Talk to me about what you're doing here at Ringling College this week.
So this week we are using the talent here at the Ringling College of Art and Design to use their powers to help with these coldest of the cold cases from District 21, Fort Myers Medical Examiner's Office. These are the coldest of the cold cases, active investigations. We don't know who these individuals are, so
we're trying to identify them.
Correct.
Through art, because these are skulls that have been 3D printed, replicas, and then you're using modeling clay to kind of maybe shape them so that if people recognize them out in the public, that they can call in more information. Is that correct?
Correct. At the end of the week, these will be finished facial approximations, and the way this system works is somebody has to see it and spark that recognition and say, hey, I think I know who that is, and pick up the phone and make that call, and that's one less unidentified cold case that we have in the world today.
And it just takes one person to recognize. All right, well, stick around here on Suncoast View because we have some of these identified skulls that we're going to walk around and show you, and also talk about the clay that you use to identify them. So stick around for that.
All right, thank you very much, Holly. Really, really interesting.
We're going to help solve murders. This is wonderful.
I had no idea. That is so cool.
That Ringling could do that.
Yeah. And I thought it was interesting that the quotes from the artists were that before you can be a forensic artist, one must learn to be a fine artist because it's that same skill set. So really interesting.
Absolutely. Oh, that is so cool.
So lots of things can come from our colleges right here on the Sun. Ringling College is well known for its fine arts, and this week they are combining fine arts with forensics and helping to identify skulls from open, active missing persons cases. Our Holly Harper is live from Ringling College this morning where the 3D forensic sculpture workshop is going on. Good morning, Holly.
Hey, good morning. This workshop, super cool. It started yesterday, goes through Friday. So we're kind of in the infant stages, but I wanted to get in on the ground floor to talk to Joe Mullins. And you're leading this workshop. Talk to me about what the workshop is.
So the workshop is utilizing the talent here at the Ringling College of Art and Design and getting these students and some faculty to lend their abilities of fine art to teach them how to do forensic art and put faces on these unidentified cold cases. So
okay. Yeah, we're going to come back to this one, but let's take a journey along just a few of the skulls that we're working to identify. Talk to me about this one.
So these are active cases from District 21, Fort Myers Medical Examiner's Office. This one, so the information the artists have from the get-go to work from, 1995. So these are the coldest of the cold cases. That's how long, that's a date how long this case has been sitting there.
Okay.
The parameters we have are a 30 to 50-year-old Caucasian female.
That's all we know.
That's it.
That's it.
We don't know their name. That's what ultimately we're striving to find.
Okay.
Give this individual their name back, their identity.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to this next one.
So this one, 1980. So it's just tragic that these are the forgotten. This is somebody's mom, somebody's dad, somebody's brother, somebody's uncle. So the parameters for this one since 1980 is Caucasian male, 25 to 35. That's it.
All we know, and that's what they're going off of.
Given.
All right, let's look at one more before we head on back to your school. Tell me about this one.
So this one, the more recent, 2011, Hispanic male, 30 to 50. So that's the forensic anthropologist information that we're given on the front end, and the parameters we're given with the structure of the skull to build that face.
Okay, well, let's head back to yours, and when we do, how do they know how to even sculpt something if this is all the information that they have?
So think about your skull is the foundation that you're built on. So everything about the soft tissue, your nose, your lips, your eyelids, your hairline, where you have attached, detached ear,
it's
all that information is the foundation that you're built on.
Sure.
So it's a translation of the forensic anthropologist giving us the information and making that into a facial approximation.
Okay, and you use the clay, and obviously you're using a specific type of clay. Talk to me about how you use it, and maybe let's put some on yours.
So we want to use oil-based clay, because we want the clay to dry, because we want these things to be preserved for as long as possible, because ultimately these will go back to the medical examiner's office. No water-based clay.
Gotcha.
Dries too fast.
Okay.
So these are tissue depth markers, give us averages for how much tissue to build out on these landmarks on the skull.
So you're using the red markers to know how far in or out. to use the clay.
So it's a portrait from the inside out.
Gotcha.
Based on the information given from this particular skull.
Okay.
So
what do we need to do?
Putting the scalp on, so there's an average, your skin and your scalp is to this tissue depth marker. So what you have to do, I'm going to take this off, you have to cut.
Can I cut it?
Yeah, you have to
How
cut
much?
to that depth, like a very,
oh dear.
all the way down.
Where's the students? I need them to do this. I'm not a fine artist. Okay. Is that too much? Good?
Perfect. No, that's good. So what everybody's going to be working on is applying. So this is the depth for the scalp. So it's pretty uniform from your forehead all the way back. So that's what these will look like. It's putting, no pun intended, a skull cap basically that you're putting on the skulls. And then as we put this on, we're slowly going to come down throughout the week and put in, the eyebrows, the eyelids, the nose, the ears, the lips, and eventually the face will start to come out. And it's to make that transition from bare skull to now it's a person staring back at you.
This is a lot of work for the students. It's 10 to 5, Monday through Friday. So lots of hours that they're spending. What do you hope comes of this class?
The ultimate goal is to have no more cold cases sitting on Emmy's office shelf that are unidentified. Let's do something, give it to these fine artists, and let them use their abilities to help get these victims identified, because it only works unless the right person sees it. Again, it's stress. These are somebody's mom, somebody's dad. They're forgotten.
We want to get them some closure for them, give them some dignity, as well as their family that could be missing them.
There's a family out there that's frozen in uncertainty, and the purpose of this class is use this and answer those questions.
Well, thank you, Joe, for giving us a small taste of it. This is super cool to see, and we're going to get some pictures from you after your class has kind of evolved, so we can see these a little further down. So that'll be later this week on Suncoast View. If people do recognize these skulls, before I let you go, who should they contact if they're like, hey, that looks like so-and-so that went missing?
So when the finished images are done, they will go out with the contact for the investigative agency for each individual case. So we want those leads to come in. So if you see the number, even if you think you recognize these people, please call that number, give them a call. Even if it's not the person, we've done our job, and that's one less person on the planet that we're looking for. So we want you to call in. So an ultimate goal is get these victims their name back. Get them identified. Well, thank you, Joe, for coming to Ringling College and for letting Suncoast View come and chat with you a little bit about it. This has been a lot of fun to learn going on all week here at Ringling College.
All right. Thank you, Holly. We are transfixed and fascinated by this whole information. And Linda, you made a great point that these fine artists have to learn muscles and bone structure as part of sculpting anything.
That's what I've read, that you really learn how muscles are built. You learn how nerves and tendons and ligaments go into the body. So they do learn that when they're learning to paint fine art, and it certainly works with a skull. That's amazing.
It really is. It is. That's a job that I wish I had known about.
A very cool collaboration for sure. To find out about the many amazing things going on right here on the Suncoast at Ringling College of Art and Design, you can go to their website, ringling.edu.